Hey loves, hey, it's me, Catherine Gage, also KG Beauty Within, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant, your midwife dreamer and catalyst of change, here to push you to your next level of success. And tonight's topic is 2019 is not over. Don't give up on your dreams. So I'm going to give you some tips to move forward to 2020 with a quantum leap. Number one is that you need to discover your why or revisit your why to see what ignited your passion for your entrepreneurship or your business. It has to be bigger than you, and it also needs to solve a problem. Entrepreneurs solve problems, so you need to make sure that you go back and revisit your why. If you had some things that you tried in 2019 that failed or was not as successful, don't give up on your dreams. Just go back and revisit your why. Quick story, when I first started out in Mary Kay in 2014, I did not feel like my Mary Kay kit had everything in it to equip me for my business. Although I had over 400 something products with all the material and all the business materials to help me to be successful, I let fear get in the way. So when I first went out to start doing, we have a thing in Mary Kay that we do 30 faces in 30 days. So when I first went out to start doing my faces, I did not think that my kit was good enough. So I didn't let go of not one of my other makeup brands that I had. So I had some of Avon. We had a place here that I think went out of business in Jefferson City called Sam's. I had Dollar Tree. I had Dollar General. I just had galores of makeup plus my Mary Kay bag. I would try to maneuver between using the other products and using our products. Well, it wasn't very successful, and actually I had a customer that I'm so happy that called me out on myself, and she told me, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I did 6 faces in one day, and she said, I'm gonna tell you something. If you are going to be a Mary Kay representative, then you need to use your Mary Kay products. It was a huge eye opener that I needed to be true to who I was. Which leads me to my second step. Be true to yourself and your brand. You are your best representative of your brand. Now what that means in a nutshell is that you may be representing a company or you may be representing yourself, because we have some entrepreneurs that start a business they launch businesses of their own, and then we have some that joins companies. However you're doing your entrepreneurship or however you're doing your passion, you need to make sure that you're branding yourself. What sets you apart from the other person? And I remember I was praying and asking God to give me a name for me, because I wanted to be different. I wanted to show someone be a different Mary Kay consultant, because we have plenty of Mary Kay consultants, but what sets you apart? And so God, about a year and a half in the business, God gave me KG Beauty Within, bringing the beauty from the inside out. And since that time, it has evolved because God has continued to pour into me, so it has evolved. And so last year, God told me that I was a midwife dreamer. So he also said I was a catalyst of change. So as the years evolved, God evolved me. So now I'm KG Beauty Within, the midwife dreamer and catalyst of change, teaching you how to have beauty from within. That's my passion. That's what I want to do. So you need to brand yourself. What is your name? If you can brand and that can be your brand. It could be your name. If that's what sets you apart from other others, then you can brand yourself. You need to also look into your some marketing material. What are you going to do to market your business? Are you going to get business cards? Are you going to get stamps? Are you going to just get some type of material to hand out to your customers? Do you have samples of your products? You know, so think about those things of how you can market yourself. And if you are your own entrepreneur and you're launching your own business, then say you're doing a t-shirt, say you have t-shirt company, then you will wear your t-shirt. You know, you will wear your t-shirt, you will wear your earrings, you will wear your makeup. However it is, you want to make sure that your brand has that same look. So start building that, and it's okay to start small. Don't despise humble beginnings, because you have to start somewhere. And also, I also want you to know that I work a full-time job. I manage my business and my family, and I go by our motto, God, Family, Career. Our motto with Mary Kay is God first, family second, career third. I had to really use that because in 2014, shortly after I began my Mary Kay business, my daughter she has a mental illness, and so I had to set my business aside. And one thing I loved about my director is that she told me, she said, Mary Kay has been around 50 something years. She said, you take care of your daughter and we're going to be here. You need to have people in your circle that knows how to push you to that next level. One thing I did, even though I had to step aside and take care of my daughter and do my business, because I was I'm a part-time consultant, you know, I'd have a full-time job. So what I had to do was that I always made sure that I maintained my website. I always tried to reach my goal of having a 225 wholesale so I can remain an active consultant. And I also built a relationship with my customers. So that's how I was able to brand myself and take care of my family. You have to have balance. That motto has been something that has built a lot of faith. A lot of faith in God. It has helped me to stay balanced, and also has helped me to stay disciplined. Another thing is that you need to stretch your faith. A lot of times when you start a business, you have to have faith. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. You have to also have thick skin, because sometimes people are going to say no to you. People are going to not want your product, or they may not be able to you know, purchase your product at the time, or your brand at the time. But you have to maintain that trueness to yourself to know that you're working on something. It's okay to have a full-time job. You know, some people, they lunch out and they lunch out their business and they quit their jobs. And if you have the faith to do that, then that's okay. You go ahead and do that. But if you're the person that needs to continue to work a job but yet do your business on the side, that's okay too, because you know you have to start somewhere, and you have to have some capital or some type of investments to put into your business. So that's something I would say. Also, make sure you build your customer base and develop your marketing and people skills. You may have just one customer. A lot of times we start out with our family and friends. When we first start our business, no matter what it is, no matter what company, most of the time you will have a waiting list. You will have a list of 50 people that if you had a party, what 50 people would you invite to your party? What 50 people would you want to have to celebrate your grand event or grand party? Those people, you reach out to those people, and then as you reach out to those people, then you can get referrals. It's all about building a relationship and making sure that your brand is demonstrating who you are. And tip number 3 is that you need to set goals and put dates on your goals. I found this I believe I found this on Facebook, and I do not know the owner. But it says, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action becomes reality. So first of all, you have to have a dream, but don't just have a dream. Put a date on that dream. And then when you put a date on that dream, that's your goal. Mary Kay Ash has a saying that says, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So in other words, sometimes you have to take baby steps. Sometimes you may not be able to take big steps, but take baby steps. Start biting it down. Start breaking it down. Breaking it down into attainable goals that you can reach. And then back it up with action. You have to be willing to put in the time. You have to be willing to sacrifice. Being an entrepreneur, it's gonna take sacrifice. It's gonna take putting the time in. It's gonna take being rejected. It's gonna take sometimes shedding a tear. It's gonna take admiration. This is Catherine Gage, also KG Beauty Within, your midwife dreamer and catalyst of change, pushing you to your next level of success. Let's end 2019 with a bang and gain momentum for the new year. Bye bye.